Mars, Pennsylvania, one of the most boring towns in America. It's a hostile place, with fierce predators, rocky terrain, and unforgiving weather. I'm going to show you how to survive in this uninhabitable environment. I'm Matt Thrills, and my advanced techniques are going to make Bear Grylls look like a total I have an arduous task ahead of me, but I'm willing to face it head on.
Rough landing, but I made it in one piece. Let's go. First thing you want to do in any survival situation is find a source of water. I'm sure we can find some over there.
In order to find water, you have to remain on your feet at all times and move to a better vantage point, but unfortunately, water is not as ubiquitous as I would have hoped. There are absolutely no signs of life around for miles in this desolate wilderness, but in order to keep my hopes up, I have to keep moving.
Nothing. I couldn't find any water, but it's about time to hunt for my lunch now. You can probably catch a lizard too with your hands, but if you want to show your success, you're gonna want to make some tools. If you're an amateur survivor, you might be able to make a slingshot or two with a few sticks. But if you're an experienced outdoorsman like me, you can find some really good tools if you know where to look for them. Let's hunt.
That's definitely not a house in the background. The search for food wasn't going well, and I began to give up. But then I had a hapless encounter with a wild Chris. When presented with a difficult test, a wild Chris will become easily irascible and make a lot of noise.
It's very rare to see a wild Chris not swimming or tanning. Let's move up. Sustaining cough, run! Barely got away with my life. Probably could have shot him. Oh well. I still need to find a source of food. Luckily, around Easter time, this area is replete with Easter eggs. Now around here, Bunny usually likes to go here. Ah. These will keep me going.
Now that I have food, I need to get firewood to cook it. I found a small tree, and using my axe, I cut it down. With firewood close at hand, I can begin to make my shelter.
Mother Nature has a nice way of leaving behind materials that you'll need for your survival. Now, little known fact is during mating season, like snakes, deers will shed their skin into a soft plastic sheet. This will help me build my shelter. These trees will be perfect for making my shelter.
It wasn't fantastic at first, but all's well that ends well. Time to start a fire.
I don't have a match with me to start a fire, but there's an old trick you may know. If you use a can of axe and a lighter, you can start a fire. Nice and toasty. It's gonna be perfect. In a few minutes, they're gonna be nice and cooked, and you'll be able to open them with just one hand. Eyes out. Looks like they're ready. Got a nice jelly bean texture. best, but I've had worse.
Even though I just built my shelter and ate a good meal, it's time for me to leave and find a source of water. Dehydration sets in quickly. I began to realize that I have no idea what I'm doing. After 5 whole minutes of walking, I couldn't take it anymore. Who's the idiot that decided to make this a TV show?
I have to find water soon. I'm gonna die. Look over there. Yes. This is very lucky. Water bottles like this are perfect for falling fluids. Like urine.
It seems extreme, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Go away. As Trey's song says, bottoms up. It's terrible.
It's a known fact that over 250% of urine is water. A man can survive over 3 years on his urine alone.
It was terrible, but I'm still thirsty. It's very difficult to narrate and aim at the same time. That's just what you have to do to survive. It's not so bad the second time around. Pretty good.
When in the wilderness, it's important to keep your spirits up by telling stories of past survivors.
There's an old survivor's tale of a man who was stranded in the desert, and he survived by dressing up as a cactus so predators wouldn't attack him.
Matt, that never happened.
What did you say?
I'm just saying that never happened. Hey, man.
Told you not to talk while we're filming.
After giving my cameraman a few tips on survival, I continued on.
There it is, my utopia. Let's go.
In just one day in the wilderness, I stared death in the face many times. Many don't have what it takes to survive here. With my superior knowledge, I came out triumphant. So can you.